Hey everyone, I'm Haley Wild, your East Idaho Realtor, and today we're going to talk about when the best time to move to Idaho Falls is. We're in the spring market now, summer is coming, and right after that, school starts, so let's go over the timeline of when you should move to Idaho Falls. If you have children that you are moving with you to Idaho Falls, you know just how nerve-wracking and scary that can be. So I want to make your transition into school sports and school as easy as possible. And a lot of that has to do with your timeline. Looking for a home, putting an offer in, going through the closing process, and making sure you have enough time to get settled before tryouts start and before school starts is really, really important. So let's go over Idaho Falls timeline for school. We've just started the month of May, and in Idaho, that means the end of school is right around the corner. Now, Idaho Falls gets out of school quite a bit earlier than Boise and other cities, so keep that in mind. Our last day of school this year is May 30th, so it's really coming up, and that means we start school a little bit earlier as well. The end of August, actually. So the days of June through the September being your summer and your school year starting in September, those are over. So right after Memorial Day, we get out of school and we go back the end of August. So if you have children in elementary school or middle school, you're gonna wanna be here with enough time to get settled for the first day of school. So August 25th, if you need 2 weeks to unpack, you're looking at, the second week of August, let's say August 10th. If you want to close on a home on August 10th, you need to have an offer in by July 10th, which means you should really start looking for homes in May or June. It takes an average of 7 weeks to find a home. So if you are thinking that you want to move for school to start, May is really the time where you and I should start talking. We should start going over what you like and don't like and see if we can't find you what you're looking for in time for that July 10th offer deadline. Now, if you have a student athlete who is going to high school, you know that your timeline is a little bit different. You're probably gonna wanna move that timeline we just talked about up 2 to 3 weeks or even a month. I think personally it's really important for those students transitioning to a new state and a new high school to be able to go to the tryouts, meet the coaches, meet the kids, so that when they get there on the first day of school, they'll already have a little bit of network and they're not going to be all alone. So if you have a student athlete, I would recommend calling me right away so we can get you the information you need on the specific high schools and the specific sports and when your student will need to be here for tryouts and to start meeting some new people. Now in Idaho Falls, our market is very seasonal, which means we don't have a lot of action in the winter. We have cold winters, we have snow. Not a lot of people are looking to purchase or sell unless they really, really have to. Now, once the spring and summer hits, not only is our weather better, but as you know, there are many more people needing to sell, to relocate, and they were waiting for their children to get out of school, and the people who are buying want to get their home purchased before school starts. So the next few months here in East Idaho and Idaho Falls really are a busy season for us. What does that mean for you as a buyer? It means your competition is a little bit bigger. So if you are on the fence and you're just not quite sure, I would recommend a few things. One, talk to a lender. I have great local lender recommendations. Please reach out to me and I would love to pass their information along to you. And see what your price range is, see if it's doable, see what the interest rates are looking like. So when and if you find that home that you like, you are ready to move, because once you find that home, we want to be ready to write an offer, and a strong offer. And that means that you are pre-qualified. Okay, my second recommendation is find your realtor in your local city right now for the listing of your home as soon as possible. I have a network of agents in my Powerhouse group all over the country, so if you don't know a realtor, chances are I know one in your area. Why do I want you to talk to a lender or a realtor right away? Because if we write an offer that is contingent on your home selling, we need to know when it's going to go on the market, what the average days on market are in your area, what the listing price is, in order for our offer to look really strong here in Idaho Falls. So finding a realtor in your area who can come over and give you a consultation with no pressure, just so you have the information and what the timeline would look like for you to list, and when she thinks that your home needs to be listed based on the statistics of your particular area is very, very important. And then, like I said, having that lender ready, knowing exactly what your price range is for when you're shopping, those two things are gonna make my job a whole lot easier when we start to write offers for you. They're gonna be strong and they're gonna be more likely to get accepted. One thing to remember as well, if you need to sell your current home in order to purchase a new home, which most people do, that is called a contingency, or making an offer that is contingent. So the contingency is, I will purchase this new home as long as my old home sells. Now, we can make these deals work seamlessly, where we close on the sale of one home and purchase a new home in the same day, even from different states. But it does take some work between the title company, the buyer's agent here in Idaho Falls, and the listing agent in whatever city you're coming from. So I would highly recommend finding yourself a good team, agents that have worked together before, and a trusted title company to make sure that this contingent sale goes off without a hitch. I've done a whole lot of them. I specialize in relocation, so I have become very good at making sure that all of the things are in order so we can make those smooth transitions. So like I said, reach out to me if you're looking for a realtor in your area so we can make sure that the sale and purchase of your new home goes off without a hitch. Now, I don't know if you've heard, not just in East Idaho, but in the whole nation, there is a lot of buzz around how real estate agents' commissions are paid. There's a lot going on. You've probably seen it on the news or even on social media. There's a lot of misinformation out there. So the truth is kind of hard to wade through, but I will tell you this. There is a change coming this summer, maybe mid-August, we don't know quite yet, about how sellers can offer to pay the buyer's agent commissions. So if you are a brand new buyer or you've purchased a home before, likely you have heard some misinformation that buyer's agents are working for free and that you do not have to pay them. The fact that they were working for free was always incorrect and never should have been spoken about. But in most cases, the seller was paying your agent's commission. Now, there are some changes to that coming. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to have to pay your buyer's agent. I can still try to get the seller to pay those commissions, but the things are changing a little bit in mid-August. That's the latest update we have from the National Association of Realtors. So if you're thinking of purchasing sometime this summer, you don't need to panic, but I do think it is good for us to have a conversation so I can lay out exactly how it works now. Basically, I have to write in your offer that I would like the sellers to pay a concession in order to pay my commission. It's just a little bit of a tweak. Things are different now, they're new, and so if we want to avoid that altogether, we can write an offer before mid-August and we don't have to worry about the changes at all. With that said, this is not a video about real estate agent commissions. I would love to have a phone conversation with you about that if you have questions, and I would like to point you in the right direction. Don't get your information from Instagram or TikTok. The news is also misreporting little nuances to make things seem different than they are. So if you have questions about that, if you're going to be purchasing after August 15th, please give me a call. I would love to discuss it with you and set your mind at ease. Like I said, just a few changes, but no need to panic. Now, today is May 7th. I'm not gonna lie, we got a little bit of snow today, but spring is coming. These May storms, they're really light, but they always rear their head. But if you're moving over the summer, you are going to find our best weather. So pleasant, so much fun, so many things to do. Check out my other videos to see the day trips you can take or the things that you can do to get your family acclimated to Idaho Falls before school starts. As always, I would love to take your phone call or text. Please make sure you give me a call so we can discuss the options for your upcoming move to Idaho Falls. I would love to meet you and show you around. Until next time, thanks for watching.